Tonight we have Laura Fox with us, and there is such an incredible biography underneath Laura Fox's name. I don't even know where to begin. I have this cheat sheet. I'm going to try really hard not to look at it, but it's an incredible list of accomplishments. An 8-year raw foodist is just part of it. What she's actually managed to do with that is become a pretty famous host and MC and radio personality, both on Raw Spirit Radio and on Raw Inspiration Radio, which is, she'll tell you how to access that. It's a really amazing weekly radio show on the internet. She's been around Santa Rosa before because she produced the Eco Village at last year's Harmony Fest, which is just an amazing place last year. Hopefully she'll be back this year doing some work with Harmony Festival. She did some production with Raw Spirit Festival and brought it from about 200 attendees to like in the thousands and thousands of attendees. So even though she's known as a raw foodist and has been a health educator in that realm, what her passion is now is really more the visionary. So she's got she's the founder of Visionary Culture and Anchor the Dream, and I know that she's going to talk more about that because her talk topic tonight is how you can become a visionary steward. So welcome, Laura Fox.
Thank you, Shea Lynn. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you guys so much for having me here. It's a pleasure. Aloha. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Turn it up.
Awesome. So, has anybody noticed that there's some very interesting things going on the planet these days? How many of you are feeling like there's some really outstandingly, awesomely, beautiful, incredible things going on the planet these days? And how many of you are feeling that there's some things that are really kind of scary and freaky and like, you know, a little bit worrisome? Like, we got these two, like we got this huge differential between like we're on the edge of the most amazing thing ever, the most amazing time of our life, the ripening of our dharma, of our expression as beings and our creative potential as humanity. And then we've got like a plastic waste dump the size of 2 Texases in the Pacific Ocean that's 300-400 feet deep. And we've got, you know, wars and toxic chemicals in our atmosphere and possibly even dumping in the air. And, you know, it's really, really an intense ride, isn't it? You know, how exciting for us. How exciting for us to be here on the planet at this time. I'm doing an event called 2012 Quantum Leap down in Burbank, March 13th to the 15th. And today I had on my radio show, I have one show called Visionary Culture, and there's an artist who's presenting his artwork there named Rasuli. And today he was talking to me, and you can catch the interview if you go to the archives on visionarycultureradio.com. But he was saying, you know, the beauty about art, the real thing about art is not to try to repel the negative, but to fuse and blend the polarities and to make them both live together to create something juicy and new. And I really love that idea. You know, we've been living in a realm of duality. We've been living in polar opposites, good, bad, right, wrong, and it causes a lot of extremes. I mean, we've been living in the repression of the feminine. Anybody notice that from the past? You know, we like, whether you're male or a female, the sort of creative, spontaneous had been more repressed in our cultures, and we're eking our way out of that. But I really like this idea of Rasuli's, where we're going to actually, like he says, he takes 2 colors on a black painting to start, 2 colors that contrast against each other, and he starts letting them play in order to create something new. I really like that image, and I think that if we can learn how to do that in our lives with all the contrast that's going on in our world, that we can create probably a more incredible painting than we can even imagine right now. And so in becoming visionary stewards, that's the potential that we actually have to do. So how many of you consider yourselves to be a visionary steward? Yeah, so visionary stewardship could mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Does anybody want to share what visionary stewardship might mean to you?
To me, being a visionary steward would be like someone who has a vision and then, Being a visionary steward to me means having a vision and then being willing to service or be of service to bring that vision to life.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely. And being a visionary steward, to bring that to life, it's even if you might have a huge vision, like say your vision is, I'd like the oceans to be clean on this planet. That's a pretty large vision, and most of us would think, wow, I really want that, but goodness gracious, how am I going to do that? That's not even possible, right, for me to do that. So, however, as we've all been studying reality creation ideas, there's been many teachers, Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer, The Secret, Abraham Hicks. Yeah. So probably if everybody in this room has just listen to what's here in the room already. Just imagine, people in this city. How many people are in this city who are probably passionate about some of these things and more? Just in this room, as visionary stewards, we probably got the whole planet covered pretty much, in terms of what we're passionate about and what we could start imagining into reality. Does that sound fun? Now, some people might say, well, if you're just going to imagine and feel it, you're not really doing anything. And so what the heck? I don't even, why should I even bother? Well, there's a couple reasons why we might want to bother with this. And one is that, like I kind of mentioned earlier, when we imagine something with our inner vision and then feel the feelings as if it's real now, that's really the key. And then leveraging the feeling of like allowing and letting go to just release that into the universe as a beautiful gift, an experience unto itself, then it literally has a vibrational effects that, that goes out to every person, place, and thing and animal in the entire cosmos and universe, much less just this planet, because we're what? Or what?